Hi folks, if you know me, you know that I enjoy a good cup of coffee. So what I've been enjoying most about all the testing over the last couple of months is I'm making many coffee cups. Many different shapes, colors, different clays, styles, and most importantly, handle. Handle must be comfortable. So in this true spirit of testing, I've been having many coffees a day, each one in a different mug. And I'm narrowing in on a few favorites. This handle in particular I'm liking. I call it the Sidewinder handle. It lays in nicely on the finger at the bottom. This is the right-handed version, because I'm right-handed. Okay, as I'm still in the experimental phase here, it's always a surprise what I see when I open the lid. This is the fourth and final experimental test kiln, so let's take a look. Okay, here we go. I've tried plates this time, a few plates. The idea being for these three is to put some decals on. I like to paint and draw also. I have my whole life, and these are some old sketches that I've had made into decals, which I'm going to try on these three plates. That's the idea. So that should be quite cool. So these three will be decal plates. This is a plate from the dark Africa clay, which I'm really quite liking. It's a double layer of glaze in it, which turned out quite cool. And I've tried a pour-over technique on a little bottle, and then a little splash of some of my black clay, which came out kind of a rust color over the black, which is sort of cool looking. This is the same black color, just on the clay, and this is how it looks over the white, so very cool. Okay, so I've unloaded the rest of the kiln. This is it out on the table. I think I mentioned already the plates and spoons came off of the top shelf. And I've got a few things to talk about here. This one is some underglaze color that I tried, just obviously a cat face. Probably needed one more coat. It's kind of hard to tell when you're painting it on how thick it is, but still, I like it. Then I have a few cups that I have actually reglazed and refired. This one I've reglazed the inside and the top rim, and it's given it a real nice kind of frothy sort of look, which works well, I think, on the coffee cup. Same goes for these three. I did the black again, but it really didn't change the look of them much at all. But those I still quite like. This one, Africa clay, I reglazed the inside and the top because it looked kind of thin, and it's unchanged as well. It's as if I didn't put any more at all on. And this jug, the same, reglaze, refire. You can see it was a blue-purple color, and it had a lot of runs on it when I first tried to glaze it, but I've reglazed the whole thing in black, and I actually like it now. It's changed the look of it a lot. So that was a success, I think, for that jug. And this one is another little tall black and cream or black and white pitcher, which has become a favorite. Little black and white bottles I do certainly like making. This is another thing that's quite interesting. I like these little bowls, kind of squonk-shaped bowls that I can draw and doodle on, and then I use the transparent matte glaze over them. And these are two different types of clay, and I'm getting a lot of craters on the inside with the transparent matte on this clay, but this is the same transparent matte on a different clay, and it comes out perfectly smooth. So I don't know what the story with that is, but these little crooked pots and crooked bowls is another favorite I like, so that I can draw and paint on them afterwards, which I like a lot. Same with this one, just some designer liner drawing on it afterwards. Another little crooked shaped pot, 2-color dip and some underglaze brushed on. One portion of it, a little bit of a run inside. I like that one a lot. And then I've got this new clay. First time trying it. Came out much more red than I thought, more terracotta than I imagined that it would be. This piece I probably will try to reglaze the top portion of it to make it a little more solid, but I like how the bottom half came out. And this one as well. Same color as the bottom of this pot. Inside is very cool. And this was a favorite from the whole load, the new clay, with just a thin pour over of the white. But I've got some pretty good ideas how to use this stuff now that I know what the color of it will be. But that's it. That's what I've got. So, the next... Okay, the testing is over. After experimenting with many different types of clays and glazes and combos and shapes and styles of pieces, I've really narrowed in on what it is that I'd like to make and will likely be making. Many of those pieces will probably be wood ceramic combo pieces because of my background as a woodworker. You probably have noticed that we're in a woodworking shop. I've squeezed the pottery portion of the shop into the back corner, but also pieces that I can draw and paint on will certainly be a reoccurring theme. And you've probably heard me mention the Africa clay quite a lot, and maybe noticed an Africa theme in some of the designs that I draw. That probably has something to do with the fact my wife is from Zimbabwe, so that's probably where this is coming from. So the next glaze kiln opening will be more about pieces available for sale on a website, which is coming soon, as well as an on-site boutique. We've built out a portion of an old barn right here at our 300-year-old farmhouse that will act as the boutique. That's a story for another video altogether. So until then, thanks for watching.